public service announcement. Do not take your children to go see this movie.
Don't do it. So Sausage Party is an adult animated film that stars Seth Rogen as a hot dog, basically.
Sausage.
Hot dog. Michael Cera is also a hot dog. Kristen Wiig as a hot dog bun, and also Salma Hayek as a taco shell.
Yeah, and basically it's a really cool perspective, guys. It's actually in the perspective of the food themselves, which is what you saw from the trailer. And they basically think that when humans choose them, buy them to go take them home, it's this great beyond where it's basically like food heaven. But then they find out the horrible truth that humans like to consume food and they die.
So as you guys know, this movie is R-rated, and I tell you, they really stretch the limit on this R rating. Like specifically the humor, like it's so raunchy humor. And like basically, what do you expect? It's a Seth Rogen movie.
Yeah,
so
all of his movies are raunchy.
And it's specifically like this one scene in the very end was so you wouldn't even expect it, but at the same time you're gonna be just in tears.
A lot of the jokes that were in the movie too, they hit really hard, and I've actually seen this twice already, and both times the humor had me just dying of laughter in this movie when I had tears in my eyes the entire time.
There's some jokes that really just they weren't hitting.
Specifically talking about Kristen Wiig's jokes, I'm assuming.
Yes,
Yes.
Like when she would start to sing her punchline, it pretty much ruined like the whole joke, and it just kept repeating, so it wasn't even funny. It was more like awkward.
Another thing that could be kind of offensive to people going into this movie, every type of food had their own like stereotype. Like there were some pretty offensive things going on in that movie.
Oh, yes, there was.
So just going into the movie, just be warned that you could easily be offended during this movie. And in the last act of this movie, a gigantic battle ensues between the food and the humans. Shit goes down. It's pretty insane.
It was pretty epic and funny at the same time.
Like just so many things happen at once where you're just like your mind's blown the entire time.
But funny enough, this movie was interesting because I actually work at a supermarket, so I can I know a lot of the stuff that was going on, wherever kind of bugged me with like all the food walking around. Where I was like, oh man, that stuff's got to be thrown away or something or whatever.
The first thing he says when we exit the movie, he's like, that movie bothered me because when food falls on the ground, you gotta throw it out, like sticking to your policies.
So even though this has nothing to do with our rating at all,
nothing.
It was just so funny, like how at the time like I'm like working for like a supermarket, and there's this movie about food in a supermarket, but it was interesting and it was a little bit bothersome, but not enough to affect our rating. In the end, Sausage Party was a great concept. Like with the humor, especially the raunchy humor, or whatever. even the little one action sequence they had, or whatever, was pretty downright pretty cool.
Yeah. So with that said, guys, we're gonna be giving Sausage Party an 8.5 out of 10.
So tell us what you think about it, what you thought about it in the comments, if you liked it or whatever, or the cool scenes maybe, or the funny scenes you liked, or whatever. But
definitely.
Yeah, just let us know what you guys think of it, or even on our Twitter, whatever, at SummerViewers.
And also, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, we'll see ya in the next one.